Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Universal Soul Vibrations. These are going to be the weekly messages for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, for the week of June 24th to the 30th. As you can see, I'm outside at the park doing your readings today, hence the board with the clips. So your cards are going to be clipped into here so they don't blow away. Please remember that these are all general messages and they may not resonate with everyone. If you like the messages, please like, subscribe, and share. So I did some work with my pendulum before starting your readings and got some messages for each element. And the messages that came up for air signs were inner peace, time to meditate and reach higher self, and keep logs of dreams because they're going to be very deep and very meaningful, air signs. I think this is you keep getting that meditate message, so air signs must need to do a lot of meditating. The crystal that came up with you guys was the Celestine, and that links us to our inner guardian angels. It's very calming, peaceful energy, developing own sense of spiritual strength and enlightenment. It heals anxiety and anger, and it's a great facilitator for deep states of meditation, great for dream time, assist in realizing the dream, specific details of the dream, and information given during the dream. So I'm not surprised that this was the crystal that you were told to work with this week, because you're being told to meditate and listen to your dreams, so Celestine would make sense. Okay, we're going to pull a card for the overall energy for air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What is the overall energy for air signs for the week of June 24th to the 30th? What is the overall energy? Okay, so you got the Goblins card. So the Goblins card is basically the monsters under the bed. It's releasing our fears. What we're afraid of that's lurking in the corners. And maybe that's why you need to meditate. With the Goblins card, the message is fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. Goblins are born when you're wounded and something essential is lost in the experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. They hold you hostage through low self-worth, self-sabotage, and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's, and that they're leading you into a potentially reactive situation. A Goblin's card's appearance is an opportunity for growth, however, and a signal that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. The Goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is the spark of the divine. Ask Spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of any negativities. Okay, so maybe that's why you need to meditate, because the goblins are coming to visit this week, Gemini. All right, let's take a look at what Gemini is going to be releasing this week. Hopefully they'll be releasing the goblins. Or not Gemini, this is air. It is Gemini, but this is just the overall. What are air signs going to be releasing this week? What are air signs going to be releasing this week? What are air signs going to be releasing this week? Okay, the card that came up for you guys is the Three of Wands. So what I get with this card coming up as what you're going to be released, you're going to stop waiting around for things to come to you, is the message that came strong and clear with this card. when we're in the state of the Three of Wands, we're kind of sitting there waiting for our ships to come in. We're not really taking any action towards anything. Well, you may decide to start taking some action, because it says you're going to be releasing waiting around. Let's see what you're going to be retaining. What are air signs? Okay, so you're going to be retaining the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands, you know, when the Ace of Wands comes in, we always, with aces, new beginnings. Something new coming into your life. Passionate new beginning. Feeling that fire within is the message I'm getting with this. For you, air signs, sorry. I lost my train of thought. You know, and when the Ace of Wands comes in too, it's saying that, you know, you want to change something. There's something in your life, in your environment, that you want to change. And the Ace of Wands is coming in and tapping into your creative energy to figure out how you can change this. So that's what you'll be retaining this week. What will air signs be receiving this week? The week of June 24th to the 30th. The Page of Coins. So pages are messengers. So there could be a message coming in for you guys this week. Could be around monetary things, around a job, money. Maybe some of you have applied for a loan and you're going to get the message this week as to whether you've gotten it or not. But it's also the beginning of some type of new endeavor or project. It's learning something new. So you're going to be learning something new. That's what you're receiving. So what is surrounding you? What is surrounding air signs the week of June 24th to 30th? What is an air signs environment the week of June 24th to the 30th? Nice. Growth. The birth of something new. So it looks like you're starting some type of new endeavor, because that's what's surrounding you in your environment, air signs. You're learning some type of new skill. You know, the Empress cards, and you're nurturing this new project that you've got. That's what I feel like that is. And what will you be beginning? Well, we already know that you've begun a new project. So what will air signs be beginning this week? The Chariot. So the Chariot has come up in a lot of cards, and I totally spaced that it's Cancer season, and this is Cancer's card. So, you know, this definitely talks, and we're in the fairly beginning stages of Cancer season. It began on the 21st. So we've definitely begun with Cancer season, and Cancer season is about the emotions. But this card, the Chariot card, is about, you know, taking forward movement. So it looks like, you know, whatever this new project, whatever you're working on that's new, is going to take some forward movement this week. It's going to begin to take forward movement. And what will you be giving to others? I skipped that, so we'll do it now. What will air signs be giving to others? Okay, so you're on the defense with other people this week, it seems like. Maybe people aren't too thrilled about this new project you've started. Excuse me, but for some reason you're standing your ground. That's what you're giving to people this week. Are you giving them attitude, air signs? All right, and what is air signs lesson for this week? What is air signs lesson for the week of June 24th to the 30th? The moon. So the moon. When the moon card comes up, what's in the shadows is the message that I get with this card. I think this card is reflecting on the goblins card that first came up. You know, your lesson that you're learning this week is what are your fears? What are you holding that you haven't let come forward? Because when the moon comes up, everything's not illuminated with the moon. And you know, it's about balancing these two. If you look at the two, you know, one's a wolf, one's a dog. One looks angry, one looks, you know, fearful. It's getting your emotions in balance this week. That's what the lesson is this week for you guys. All right, let's take a look at Gemini and see what we've got for Gemini. 3 shuffles, and then we'll start it. Alrighty, what are the messages for Gemini for the week of June 24th to June 30th? What are the messages for Gemini? Oh, we got a tower movement coming, Gemini. And you know, I think it's all about facing those fears. Yeah, when the tower comes in, something's interrupted. What are the messages for Gemini for the week of June 24th to the 30th? Yep, the tower came in because there needs to be an ending to some cycles that you've been going through. You know, with the world card definitely refers to, you know, like the wheel, cycles ending, new ones beginning. And it's harnessing the energy of all the elements, the earth, the water, the fire, the air. You know, the universe is guiding you when this card comes up. He wants you to go on that. They want you to go on that fool's journey. To move out into the world and experience. When this card comes up, you know, we got the Fool in the middle. There's some type of enlightenment that's occurring this week because of this tower movement. Yep, definitely some enlightenment coming through because the tower occurred. What are the messages for Gemini? But, you know, there's conflict. Is there conflict on whether you should pursue this fool's journey? Is there conflict about wanting to let go of what this tower dismantled? When the tower comes in, you don't have a choice. Or is there conflict with another person? Some type of conflict is going on around you guys, Gemini, this week. And the conflict's about releasing what no longer serves you. Something has control over you. Like I said, the Goblins card came up in the beginning, and it was about allowing, you know, those fears that we've gained over the years to control us, to keep us trapped in the cage. The cage door is open, you know, you can come out. With the World card, I'm saying that, seeing that this cycle of conflict and, you know, feeling trapped in our fears is coming to an end this week. And then we've got the Seven of Coins. So, you know, the Seven of Coins is about having patience, but it's also about, you know, something that you've nurtured being able to grow on its own. Waiting till the right moment to take action when the Seven of Coins comes up. So I think that you are waiting patiently to take action this week on something, because the world is asking you, you know, to move forward, to end those cycles of this conflict and this place of the devil, the fear. It's the Tower. Yeah, it's definitely, we got the meditate, you know, the Four of Swords definitely speaks to meditation. It's taking a rest, finding peace. If you look at what's above, I see the white flower. The P up there, I don't know what PX stands for. But just putting your swords down and taking a rest, because you got a long journey ahead of you. Why is the World and the Five of Wands here for Gemini? We got the Three of Wands. Yep, waiting. We're just waiting to take our movement forward. Here we're waiting for that ship to come in. We're being patient. Flying somewhere, I don't know where it went. I think it fell in my bag. Well, we'll have to go on without it, whatever it is. Alright, the Five of Wands and the Devil there. Why is the Five of Wands and the Devil here for Gemini? Yeah, you're holding on. You're holding on to those things that keep you trapped. Why is the Seven of Coins? Looks like, Gemini, you might need a lot of meditation this week. And the King of Cups, Knight of Cups. You know, so the Knight of Cups, Knights, we're the guys that we send out into the battlefield. The Knight of Cups could be that savior, that, I'm looking for that card, that savior, you know, that knight in shining armor. That's who the Knight of Cups is. But he also, when the Knight of Cups comes in, you know, knights take action, and with this card, you know, it's time to take some emotional matters into your own hands. Sometimes we get, you know, maybe that's where you're trapped in a relationship. We get indecisive, and, you know, we just can't respond. But the King wants us to tap into our emotions. I mean, we are in Cancer season. I mean the Knight, I'm sorry, not the King. We got the Knight of Cups. Alrighty, Gemini, those are your message. Let's look at Libra. We're moving on without that card because I don't know where it went. So it mustn't have had tons of value because it won't let me find it. Let's look at what the messages are for Libra for this week. Oh, there it is. I found it. Alrighty. It was actually 2 cards. Let me give 3 shuffles, and then we'll start for the messages for Libra. What are the messages for Libra for the week of June 24th to the 30th? The 2 of Cups. So this could be revolving around a partnership, some type of relationship. We've got the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups usually comes in to represent a love relationship, but it's a partnership, one where you're kind of connected at the soul. You know, you're just really in tune with each other. So there could be a relationship this week, Libra, where you're just in tune with each other. What are the messages for Libra for the week of June 24th to the 30th? Okay, so there's work to be done on a relationship. We got the 8 of Coins, but with this, it's about paying attention to the details, okay? Also could be a partnership, though. I don't know if maybe you're signing a contract to go into partnership with somebody, but this card talks about paying attention to the details. What is the messages for Libra for the week of June 24th to the 30th? The 9 of Swords. All right, so Libra, we're up in our head a bit with some anxiety, you know, just stress, sleepless nights. So something's keeping you up and giving you anxiety. You're worried about something. And it has something to do with the partnership. I'm hearing, will it or won't it work out? Like you keep tossing that around. But I think it's more of like a partnership and like some type of business. Like minds. Yep, and then we got the Death card. There needs to be a change in your frame of thought with the Death card coming up next to the Nine of Swords. We can't stay in this energy of worry, of fear, of anxiety, because when we do, then that just manifests as that. So we need to make some type of transformation in our thoughts this week, Libra. Yeah. You're conflicted. You're not sure whether you should do this. Pay attention to the details. That's where the answer is. Okay, why is the 2 of Cups? And the Eight of Coins here. Too many cards. Why is the Two of Cups and the Eight of Coins here? Two fell out again. So we got the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Wands to clarify the Two of Cups and the Eight of Coins. So I think you're feeling like this new partner, this partnership may come with a lot of burdens. And that's what the anxiety and worry is. There's going to have to be a lot of work put in, and it's very detailed. You got to pay attention to all those details with the work. But with the Nine of Cups, I mean, the Nine of Cups is achievements. You know, that cup is pretty full there. So although it may come with some burdens, because any, partnerships come with burdens. It's how you look at them. But, it's going to take work and details, but it's also about enjoying life's simple pleasures with the Nine of Cups as well. So don't look at it as a burden, okay? Don't look at the new partnership and having to work so much on something that's very detailed as a burden, but, see the worth in it is what I'm getting with this. Why is the Eight of Coins and the Four of Swords? I mean, the Nine of Swords here. The Two of Swords. Yeah, you're just indecisive. You're not sure whether you want to do this. We got the Two of Swords. You're not seeing what the benefit can be. And then we got the Ace of Swords. Yeah, there needs to be more clarity brought in. But the Ace of Swords also brings on those aha moments, new revelation. So it looks like once you get out of yourself of this energy, of this worry and this anxiety over this situation, that, you're going to have those aha moments, and it's going to create that transformation in the way of thinking. Why is the Death card and the Five of Wands here? Why is the Death card and the Five of Wands here? Yep, definitely. The Nine of Coins is definitely about, standing in abundance. You just have to let go of all this conflict and not seeing the choice and the worry and the anxiety. But it does see you standing there alone. So I'm not sure you're actually going to go into this partnership, Libra, because this is about, seeing your self-worth, doing things independently, and kind of basking in everything that all the growth and everything that you've done. So you may choose not to do it. All right, and who? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is next. I got to do this because my phone's going to run out pretty soon. I had to go back to the car to charge it. Alrighty. What are the messages for Aquarius for the week of June 24th to the 30th? What are the messages for Aquarius? That Eight of Wands again. Something coming in, change coming in quickly. And I see this change coming in quickly after a difficult period, because we have all these mountains behind there, which releases you of that challenge. You know, it's free. You got the dove there. Peaceful. What is the message for Aquarius for the week of June 24th to the 30th? For the week of Aquarius for the week of June 24th to the 30th. You guys are kind of in that Nine of Swords energy as well. Worried, having anxiety, sleepless nights, letting your fears control you. Because something's moving maybe too fast for you. What are the messages for Aquarius for the week of June 24th to the 30th? What is the message for Aquarius? We got the King of Coins. So the King of Pentacles, which just came up. Yes, you like stability and you like things to be dependable, and change is not stable to you, is the message that I'm getting with this. You want things to be stable. You don't like when things change quickly and it causes you that worry and that anxiety. What is the message for Aquarius for the week of June 24th to the 30th? Yeah. So this is another message it came for Libras as well. Something is changing that's going to require work to be put in, and the work, it's about paying attention to the details of the work in order to get that strong foundation, you know, that stability around you. Gotta put that work in. And it's going to be hard work because it requires a lot of detail. What are the messages for Aquarius for the week of June 24th to the 30th? Yep, change is coming. You got the Wheel of Fortune. The beginning says something's, you know, moving in quickly after a time of struggles. And the Wheel of Fortune says, you know, there's change that's happening. The wheel's turning. Karmic cycles are coming to an end. New things are beginning. And you just got to ride the wave. Alright, why is the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Swords here? Why is the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Swords here? We got the Six of Pentacles. So there needs to be some balance, okay? I think you feel a little disjointed because, you know, the energy is real fast moving right now. The Six of Coins is about equal give and take, and you know, creating that balance and that equal give and take. So you want more balance in the way that this energy is coming in, because it's giving you anxiety with the way it's coming in so quickly. Swords and the King of Coins here. You want that stable King of Coins energy. No change, order. Yep, the Ace of Cups. So, you know, in this context with the Nine of Swords and the King of Coins, we got the Ace of Cups clarifying this. You know, in the Ace of Cups, everybody right off the bat is, you know, it's bringing in new love. You know, aces are a new beginning, but in this context, with the Nine of Swords and the King of Coins, I feel like you need to recognize within what this new change is bringing in for you, the freedom it's bringing in for you, moving away from the difficulties. And just, you know, this card is about emotions. It's a Cups card. A new emotion needs to be felt other than anxiety and, you know, constantly wanting things same old, same old. Why is the King of Coins and the Eight of Coins here? It's the King of Coins and the Eight of Coins here. Yep, you got that Knight of Coins. Knights are about doing and taking action. But he's a bit slow. Yeah, you want the slower energy of the Knight of Coins is what I'm getting with this. That's why the Knight of Coins showed up. The Knight of Coins is a bit slower moving than the other ones. You know, he comes in slowly. He takes his actions slowly, but he gets the job done. You know what I'm saying? You like it that way. I don't like all this fast-paced stuff. And then we got the Three of Coins. You know, here's that work card. There's a lot of work to be done with you guys. You know, he's mastering his craft with this Three of Coins. But he's making something, he's refining something. Out of basically something that was very rough and very raw. You know, he's making this beautiful, you know, coin out of it. So, you know, the wheel is saying, and this card on the end is saying that there's work that needs to be put in and there's something new that needs to be mastered. You know, maybe learning a new skill. I think it's with your emotions as well. Paying attention to the details. But you really want the energy to come in slower. Things are coming in way too quickly for you. The changes are coming in quickly. Alrighty, those are the messages for ear signs. I hope you all have a good week.